Ilia Topuria versus Islam Makhachev. Now, for ages, Makhachev has been painted as this, unsolvable puzzle on the ground. His grappling, invincible, people say. But what if that's not quite the whole picture? I'm going to unpack the evidence, the real case for why Topuria, now a two-division champ, actually has this unique system that can pose a real threat for Makhachev. It's like a mix, high-level Greco-Roman, deadly submissions, and that power in his strikes. El Matador might just be the stylistic, kind of like the Kryptonite for Makhachev. And look, Islam's dominance, it's real. You can't deny it. His combat Sambo base is, well, world class. International master of sport, even won the Worlds in 2016. And his method is clear. Pressure, clinch, get the takedown, body locks, trips, throws, you name it. Then top control and those signature chokes, the arm triangle, darce, the whole Dagestani blueprint, basically. But here's the question. What happens if you, break that chain, if you disrupt that flow? We've actually seen hints. Think about Makhachev versus Volkanovski, the first one. Volk got taken down, sure, but his defense was honestly incredible. He created scrambles, kept getting up. He even dropped Makhachev near the end and gained top position. It showed Makhachev's control isn't totally absolute against elite defense and composure. And then there was his debut against Armin Tsarukyan, another master wrestler. Tsarukyan just refused to be steamrolled. It became this exhausting back and forth grappling battle, constant scrambles. So those fights kind of exposed a potential path. They showed that if you have the technical skill, the strength, and crucially the cardio to force scrambles and get back to your feet, you can challenge Makhachev's system. And so this is where Topuria gets really, really interesting because everyone talks about the knockouts, right? The power. But his foundation, his core, is deep grappling. He's actually an elite grappler who learned to strike devastatingly well. Not the other way around. He started Greco-Roman wrestling way back age 7 in Georgia. And that Greco background is key. Why? Because Greco is all about upper body control, clinch fighting. It directly counters Makhachev's preferred takedowns. It's why he has that insane 93% takedown defense rate. It's built on that base. And then you add his offensive BJJ. He's a black belt, 8 submission wins. I was just thinking about the Bryce Mitchell fight. Mitchell's a specialist grappler. Topuria stuffed 9 out of 10 takedowns, then dropped him and submitted him with an arm triangle. And then there's the Olivivera fight. Olivivera, the submission king. Topuria countered Olivivera's trip, ended up on top, pass guard to crucifix, and just calmly defended. It showed incredible grappling IQ. But here's the other layer. His striking isn't just a separate tool. It's strategic. That death touch power, we saw it against Volk, against Holloway. It creates this constant, suffocating threat. You can't relax. So it may change how Islam has to approach the grappling. It may force his takedowns to become reactive shots. They may become desperate shots to escape the pressure, to escape the damage, instead of those controlled, methodical entries he prefers. And reactive shots, they're way easier to, see coming, way easier to defend. Kind of reminds me of Verdum versus Velasquez. Remember that? Fabricio striking just battered Kane, wore him down, until Kane shot a tired, desperate takedown right into the guillotine. Topuria's power could do something similar. It could funnel Islam right into those grappling exchanges where Topuria's takedown defense, that 93%, and his opportunistic submissions are actually at their most dangerous. Okay, so let's piece this together. Can we actually map out a potential path to victory for Topuria here? I think maybe we can, in 3 phases. Phase 1, early rounds. Topuria uses that Greco base, that takedown defense, to shut down Makhachev's initial attempts, force scrambles, maybe land some heavy shots to the body, legs, wear him down a bit, make him work harder than usual. Then phase 2, mid-rounds, Islam starts to feel the pace, maybe the pressure from the striking, his cardio, his composure might start to dip. He shoots a more desperate takedown, maybe a bit telegraphed. Topuria sprawls, maybe snaps him down into a front headlock, threatens an anaconda, a darce. Suddenly, Islam is the one defending submissions. And then phase 3, championship rounds, or maybe sooner. Islam is compromised. He's tired. He's maybe been hurt. He's forced to stand and trade more. And that's where Topuria finds the opening. Clean shot, knockout finish. Topuria might actually be the more complete martial artist in this specific matchup, uniquely built to take apart that Makhachev system. The Greco to neutralize, the BJJ to punish mistakes, and that power striking driving it all. So guys, what stands out most from all this? Do you buy it? Is Topuria really the next evolution, the future of this kind of hybrid grappling dominance? Let me know in the comments.